Well, we talk about building your church, and we want to make sure that we have all the proper tools in making things going, anything from the office supplies to the actual construction. But as we said before, it doesn't always have to go down to this. You can have many other things that you do. So we get starting off by saying building it this way, but there's much more. What we're really talking about here at the Zulon Bible Institute is getting organized and having things together that you'll need to help you to be able to clear the tables so that you can present the gospel and you can present the biblical teachings and the truths about the kingdom in a simple way without having small things taking away from the importance of your messages and your work in your ministries. And so as we've talked about these different parts of your church, let's go to another one. Now, on a Wednesday night, you're having a midweek service, and then it culminates in a prayer time, and your group gets together and they will either divide up or you pray corporately. That's going to be up to you. You'll find out what is best. In one church, they break into twos and threes at the conclusion of the Bible challenge, and they pray. In other ones, they have people standing up and praying corporately as everybody's together. In others, they separate individually. Well, that's up to you and how you feel the Lord would lead. But there's one thing to organize, and that is having a bulletin. What they call this, a paper. It's very simple. It's an 8.5 by 11 that has been printed on a photocopy machine and then folded. Now, my particular church, Oak Ridge Baptist Church, we have a color printer, and so there's a very, very humbling picture on the front. No self promotion in this or anything of presenting the church as if it's any more than it is. We're going into prayer, and there's a good, humble attitude. And so when we go to the Bible study and the prayer time, everyone is given one of these. The date is on it so that you'll actually know when this is. If you're keeping account through many people have these on file. They want to know, this is when I prayed for this person or this thing or this event, and I want to see the progress of it. And there's great joy in seeing the progress being done on that too. Now, when you open up the inside, you'll see on the front part, there's the missions. And then the different missionaries are remembered. During the course of our Wednesday night, one of our deacons will come up and then read about 2 or 3 paragraphs of the current events of the missionaries. And so that we're given an update on what is going on in the mission field. But then as you divide up, we can continue to pray for all of them. But we do give an update, and there will be a missionary of the week on the time of our Bible study as well. Then you also talk about the local missions, the ministries that you have, and take a look at the wide range of the different ministries within our church. You even have a kitchen ministry, and then, of course, there's the nursery ministry, the different things here, the welcome desk ministry. All of these reach people, or they will edify the saints, helping out the Christians. And so we pray for those. We make sure, and we make people aware of the many ministries of the church. You'll also notice down here that we remind people of the service times. We might have a visitor coming in to watch us, and to a newcomer, and they want to be reminded of the different service times. So that gives information. The prayer requests that we have over here, you'll have the spiritual prayer requests right in this area here that people will ask for as they have needs. It might be an unsaved relative. It might be somebody who is going through severe doubt or depression, or someone on the mission field who's undergoing oppression or maybe even persecution. Those things will be under the spiritual needs. And then we go to the physical one. And as you see there in the physical, I'm going to block those so we don't give away any personal information. But the physical is the need for people that we might have an injury or a sickness, a medical need, a hospitalization for someone, and we'll pray for their recovery. We have many in our church at this time that I'm talking to you, and I know that you do as well. So you'll want to keep people reminded of those needs and to pray for those as well. The others down here, there's a section called Other. And on that would talk, and I'll give you an idea without giving people's names. Someone is asking for prayer for a job search. There has been a layoff, and they need help. Someone says a health and a job situation. Their business is struggling. Someone is asking for prayer for the passing of one of their family who was a Christian, but just over the grieving that's going on. And someone else is talking about witnessing opportunities through their job site. So those are the other. The back of this is for study notes. As you have a Bible challenge from your leaders of the church, then people will want to write down and remember these things and maybe cross-reference and check. And it's very, very important. So this is what you call your Wednesday night or midweek prayer bulletin. And it's a very, very practical thing, and I think it can help you out greatly. So make sure that you keep this as a part of how you are building your church. Okay? We'll talk some more about some of the printing needs in just a bit.